Whoa, Bingo, you're getting some hops, girly. I didn't know you could jump that high. You're all full of energy, aren't you, honey? What do you have to say? That's what she has to say. That probably sounded really, really gross over the mic, so sorry, guys, but she's just a ball of energy. But I'm just going to get ready for the gym. I got arms. Got off work early today since it's opening week. Bingo, you're about to fall off the couch, baby. So I'm literally pretty much just going to do a groom for you guys. I'm just going to get fucking naked, and then I'm going to get dressed again. Bingo, quit licking my back. I don't like the way that feels. Oh, my chest is pretty freaking torn from yesterday. Oh, I know, honey. I know. Always gotta throw on a few swipes of deodorant so you don't... Oh, that was quite the jump, Bingo. Because, you know, I've been working all day. I don't smell like shit. I don't stink by any means, but I want to make sure, like, halfway during my workout, I don't start to smell like shit. Smell good, look good, fuck good. Well, I guess smell good, lift good. Smell good, look good, lift good, pump good is what they would say. But today we do have arms, so nothing too crazy. Did I leave my pen in my t-shirt? I hope you guys can hear me semi-okay. Well, I guess I can clip this little girl to my t-shirt now. Just making sure I took my... Oh, I did not take my pen out of there. I got a little pen cup holder now. I kind of dig it. And then when I wake up, I just grab a pen out of there. But now I can grab my pants, and my shoes aren't over here, so I'm gonna go grab my shoes. Where the fuck are my shoes? What the fuck? I think they might be in my closet. I'm kind of wandering pretty decently far away from my camera, but here we are. Heck, my shoes are getting pretty freaking dirty. Oh my gosh, Bingo, you came in like a maniac. I'm probably about due to sweep my house though and give it a good mop. Maybe if I've got enough time before I need to hit the hay when I get back after eating and editing, I'll do that tonight. Because my house is really small, you know, it takes like fucking 12 minutes to sweep and 12 minutes to mop. It's a tiny little home. It don't take too much time and effort. But I kind of been on a recent craze of fucking having a candle burning pretty much whenever I'm home. But it's like the candle just gets your house smelling really good. And I don't know why, but my house just like, I don't know, it just gets like a weird odor throughout the day. I don't know if it's Bingo. I don't know if it's like food or something. But every now and then I'll like find a fooding item at Meadows and I'm like, holy shit, that was freaking rotten. That was probably what that smell was. So it makes me feel like maybe there's one of those. But also, I live with Bingo and she tends to like to pee or poop in her kennel because she's just a puppy. Oh, Bingo, I know. You're so excited that I'm home early today because you get extra love. But today we got arms, so we're gonna go blast some biceps, we're gonna blast some triceps, and hopefully get a pretty good posing session in. Excited to see how we're looking. So yeah, let's go hit it. So 5-pound increment this week on curls. I'm just gonna jump straight to 110. See where I'm at kind of after that. Maybe we'll have to throw in the 5-pound increment, but I think I can just really push intensity on 110. Hopefully be like roughly 10 to 12, but we'll see. Yes. see. Fuck. 13 though, so I'm gonna take that. So we'll do 2 more sets, and on the last set we'll do, oh, I did not mean to add another set. How do I erase that? Oh, okay, we got it. But so 2 more sets, and then on our 3rd set we'll do a drop set just to no 110, so it's a drop it to 90, hopefully get like another 5 to 7, and after this I can't remember what else is next. Maybe triceps, I can't remember. Dropped 1, so pretty great still, but I'm really gonna shoot for 12 on this last set and try and kind of group together set 2 and 3 in a way, then drop and move on down to to 90s. Well, 90 pounds, not down to 90 pounds. Well, 90s would be just 90. Come on. Come on. Oh. Kind of feel a bit like a head ass because I didn't realize I wasn't wearing my mic and it was in my pocket until I was walking a lap in between my set and I felt something in my pocket. I was like, oh, that's my mic. They probably haven't heard jack shit of what I've said for my first 2 sets, but that's on me. That was a great set and a drop set of curls. 11 and 5 I'm gonna take. Now we just got some tricep extensions, so I think I'm gonna run a rope. But I want to use the kind of daisy chain-esque, not actually daisy chain, and I don't know, feels good though. Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot. And so I didn't really like ever think of this because I seen like the daisy chains, you know, but the ones I could find were like Gym Reapers, and they weren't like kind of like the heavy like nylon I'd been seeing people use, like Martin Fitzwater and other bodybuilders, influencers. And I'd been kind of looking around, and the whole time it was right in front of my eye because we sell them at Roadrunner. They're called whip checks. You'd like put it on 2 chunks of a hose to prevent it from like whipping out if there's a lot of pressure going through, but they sell like a light nylon one about this big, and there's almost like 2 holes in the middle and then the outers. And I'm like, fuck dude, that'd make like such a good tricep extension, just like a 3-foot one, just loop it through here and do your extensions, or if you really wanted to, you just hook like the one hole over here, and you got a really long one you could do some on. You could do some good shit with that, some pull throughs. So I think I'm gonna buy one. I think it's like, well, I think we sell them for 20 bucks because we like upcharge them, but we buy them from Wyoming Rigging. So I'm just gonna go into Wyoming Rigging and buy one, and I'll probably get River one too, because he was the one that kind of brought it up and was describing it. And I'm like, oh fuck, that's just a whip check. I can't believe I never thought about a whip check. And I might even ask him if they could just throw like a carabiner on it for me or something and just charge me whatever extra. But I know the dude who runs it went to school with his kids, and my roommate works there, so I go in there a lot, give them a lot of business. They're always really good to me. But 2 more sets here. I'm glad I threw on a 5 and not a 2.5, because I was like contemplating between the two, and I was like, go big or go home, and it was perfect. So okay, 1.5 more sets. Well, technically 2 if you kind of drops it as an additional set, but I would just call it like a combined set, just like 1.5, you could say. Fuck, okay. We're done with cables here for a little bit. We will be returning once we're on to an overhead extension, and I almost think I might do seated because I haven't done those in a while. But if not, I'm just gonna do a regular overhead cable extension, but I got 3 sets of some cable curls, so. Ever had this great of an arm pump before, but like vascularity is really starting to come out, and my biceps and triceps have like never felt so stiff after just one movement for both. But 2 more sets here, and then our overhead hammer curls feel great. Just really gonna focus on, you know, just being as controlled as I can, being really good and efficient with my reps, not trying to cheat it at all, just using my biceps to curl it up.
Don't hold it down, just hold it. Got it? Just do that.
I always lose count on my first set of hammer curls, but I counted a lot better at my second set. So if I was consistent on my first set to my second set, I mean, I would think 14-14, and then this last set push for 13. If we could get 14 again, I mean, that'd be superb, but I think 13 is a little more realistic. Usually my first 2 set of hammer curls I can match, and then third set I'll drop, but 14 I'm happy with. I'm not quite ready to move up to 35 though, because just a 10-pound jump on curls is a lot. And I can't just jump to a 32.5, I gotta jump to a 35. So I can't just jump the 5 pounds. If I could jump to a 32.5, that'd be perfect. Well, actually, now that I think about it, there totally might be a 32.5 dumbbell either over there or in the very back corner. I'd have to confirm though. Come on. Can put away wrist straps for good now, and we got some overhead triceps. I don't know where I'm gonna do it though. I might just have to move on. No, I'll find somewhere to do it. If I gotta do dumbbell, I gotta do dumbbell. Not the end of the world. Okay, I think that was 11. So 2 more sets. Gonna see if I can stick like right there. Feels great so far, so. Okay, one more, and then you can superset it, like you could do your single arm push downs with preacher curls, but I'm just gonna go preacher curls for 3 sets, and then I'm gonna do my single arm triceps. Yeah, I think barbell squats are terrible. I'd like Rivers always trying to feed some like propaganda. He's like, all the biggest bodybuilders barbell squatted. I'm like, yeah, and guess what? At the end of their careers, they stopped because it tears your body apart and there's better exercises. I'm like, there's also such a thing as studies, like people over the, that's why, like, you know, you look at like teenagers and you're like, holy fuck, they're huge. It's because there's just like a lot more research at your hands nowadays. Like back in like the 80s, if you wanted to go start working out, you couldn't just, if you went into the gym, you were clueless. Nowadays, you can just go on TikTok and look up best workout, and you're gonna have all these people with all this information at your fingertips. It's a lot easier to, you know, like get smart with everything you're doing because there's the internet. Any question you have, you can get answered pretty much. Back then, it was like you kind of just figured shit out on your own and learned from others.
Yeah, you learn from the biggest dude, not some dude like Jeff Nippert.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Nipper's decent size, but compared to, let's say, I don't know, let's take Ronnie. I don't know. Like back in '80s, who you gonna follow? The dude as literally an Olympic champion, or some dude that knows science.
Yeah. And obviously Ronnie was huge. He was an amazing bodybuilder. But like if I'm like thinking, okay, Ronnie was an amazing Mr. Olympia, one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. But then I'm thinking I want to get to that point where I could like compete for something like that. But I want to be able to, you know, live a little longer after that, have some longevity, like be able to walk around with my kids and, you know, travel with my family and stuff, go on walks with my dogs. And he can't really do that because of the torment he put on his body. And obviously you're gonna have like, you might have like some shoulder issues or whatever, some joint problems that you push through, but it's not gonna be like heinous fucking back problems from deadlifting 1,000 pounds and squatting 1,000 pounds. If you're playing it smarter, you know, you're using Smith machines, hack squats, leg presses.
Yeah, look at Yin Yang.
Yeah.
Even Kevin. I know Kevin lift heavyweight, but he did it smart.
Yeah, and Jay Cutler did Smith machine squats.
Yeah.
He went really heavy, but he did Smith machine squats. And the reason he did Smith machine squats is because he had one of the smartest coaches of all time. You know who his coach was? Why am I blanking on his name right now? Oh, fucking... what's his name? C-Bum's coach, fucking... Hardy Chupin's coach. Hani Rambod.
Rambod, yeah.
Yep, one of the greatest coaches of all time. Super smart. Everyone disses on his like Fast 8 program. But look, he has all the Olympias he's coached to prove it. And you could say, oh, well, Jay Cutler didn't win as many Olympias as Ronnie Coleman. But it's like, okay, but look at Jay's health now. They're about the same age. Look at his health now compared to Ronnie's health. At the end of the day, you know, if I was ever able to get to that stage and win an Olympia, and say I was only able to win 1 to 3 Olympias, but then afterwards I was able to live super healthy compared to the guy who competed and won like 6 or 8 or however many, but then afterwards his body was destroyed. I'd rather be the guy that won 2.
1, 2, or 3.
Like obviously I'm willing to do whatever it takes to like get to the chance where I'd have an opportunity at winning such a title.
Yeah.
But I do think there's smarter ways to get around the curve, beat around the bush, not hurt yourself as more. I feel like you gotta be trying to play it all out as smart as you can. What happened to the rest of your trio?
I don't know. They had a leave something.
No, they didn't.
Oh well.
Come on. Okay, Preacher Curl's open right now, and I had a very lengthy yap with Dylan, but now onto some curls. Come on. I for sure should have thrown on a 5-pound plate and just clipped it to this because it was 16, so I'd much rather throw on the 5 and be like at 12 or 11, or even a 5 and a 2.5. But last time I remember I tried to go 110 and it was a bit too much. I was a bit too high rep range wise, but 2 more sets here and my arm's getting like really fucking dry. I really need some lotion right about now. I find that testosterone almost kind of dries out my skin a little quicker. Don't know what that is, but what I do know is my arms look fucking massive right now. I didn't get to listen to music at all during like that entire set because Meadow texted me and Siri was just blah 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 blah. Kind of sucks, but you know, it's whatever. Only 1 set left, and then just 3 sets of triceps. So I'm about at the finish line, and my arms feel like they're about to fucking bust. So I'm about ready to yank off this shirt, check things out. Alright, there's some triceps left. Okay, 2 more sets. I'm gonna try and finish my dextrose in between these next 2 ones. Okay, I need to rock 1 last piss, and then we'll probably just pose like right here because there's a aerobics class or whatever.
You got me.
What? You said that's how it should be.
And by the way, those fucking chicken tacos that's what we're making. We made like, they were the yellow salt or the ground chicken.
Okay.
Throw it on the griddle.
Do a bit of posing. Well, there's not much of anywhere to pose, so I'm just gonna try right here. See how it all turns out. I feel like my camera's a little crooked. That's probably better. I mean, looking overall pretty full. Okay, let's get heading home. Well, guys, I'm gonna keep it a buck 150. That was probably the best pump I think I've ever had in my life. Well, okay. Actually, yeah. You know what? Take it back. Like, obviously not like the best, like, pump. No, it was the best pump I've ever had in my life. You're late, man.
What's up?
Man, you're late.
Huh?
You're late, man.
I had to go pick these puppies up.
Oh, new headphones? Pretty swagger. Pretty freaking swagger. That was River. Yeah, no. Why does my window not want to just auto roll up? What the It's a little annoying, but whatever. Yeah, that was like, well, I guess it wasn't the best pump I've ever had in my life, but it was the best arm pump I've ever had in my life. Like, my arms just feel like, I don't know, usually I'm like, ah, man, my triceps, like, what the fuck is going on with my triceps? Like, I feel like I need growth, but today I'm just looking down at my arm and like, I feel like my tricep is just like poofed out, and it's fucking awesome. You know, I'm seeing growth in all the areas I want to see growth in. Like, you know, obviously yesterday I was kind of, well, I guess on my leg day, I was kind of talking about how I'd been feeling a little bit insecure recently, you know, just like body dysmorphia a little bit. But today, completely erased it. But who knows? Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up hating my physique. You never know how life is gonna play out on you. Sometimes you look at your physique and you're like, holy shit, I'm fucking awesome sauce. Sometimes you look at your physique and you're like, holy shit, why do I look like shit? But today was one of those days where I was like, holy fuck, I'm goated. And you know, that's like the best feeling in the world, when you can get a pump and you're just like, holy shit, I'm fucking goated. And today I'm going home with the feeling that I'm fucking goated. It's 6:28, fucking probably gonna be in bed by 7:30, so I'm pretty ecstatic about that. I won't even lie to you. I am pretty freaking excited to get to bed at a rock star time. Last night I got to bed at a pretty decent time. It was like 9:30. I mean, I wish I could have got to bed sooner, But I slept in, so I mean, I wasn't like overly upset that it was like 9:30 when I went to bed, because today I felt good. Like when I woke up, the only thing that kind of like slogged me a little bit was Bingo woke me up like twice that night. Like she wanted to go outside, but she didn't even want to pee. She just wanted to eat food. And I'm like, dude, you ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like a sizable breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm like, I know you're growing, but you can fucking wait until, you know, the morning to eat your next bowl of food. But, you know, it's whatever. I love my Bingo, and when she's hungry, I guess I'll feed her, because she's a puppy and, you know, she needs the food to grow. So gotta give her the food so she can freaking grow, guys. And, you know, I'll be honest, guys, I've also been feeding her a little bit of 93.7 ground beef. Just the extra ground beef I have that, like, I won't be able to use for, what am I trying to think here? Extra ground beef I have that I wouldn't be able to use in a meal, because it's like, maybe I've got like 50 grams left after cooking up all my ground beef that doesn't go into meal prep. So I'm like, okay, I can use that, and I give it to her, because it's like, I can't use it, you know? So she gets good puppy treatment. I give her some damn good food. It feels kind of weird getting home so early. I feel like recently I'd been stuck, you know, going to the gym at like fucking, you know, like a lot of times I get off work at like 5:15, 5:30, and I'm not getting to the gym at 6:30, but I'm getting to the gym at like 6 o'clock and getting home when it's relatively dark. So it's a pretty weird feeling getting home this freaking early, but I won't say that I don't enjoy getting home this freaking early. Yeah, guys, you know, an amazing freaking lift. I'm really, really happy with how it went. All the operations are going smoothly right now. Growth is incoming. I'm a little tired though, so I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna get an ice pack on my leg, because my quad's a little swollen. So I'm just gonna ice it. It's just like inflamed. You can probably assume maybe why. That's up to you, what you want to decide the factor is. But gonna get an ice pack on it, because it helps the inflammation, and then it feel like it doesn't hurt. It's just like it gets a little swollen sometimes after I pin. Just because I'm not the greatest at pinning, I won't even lie. And I'm using C right now, and C is like more viscous, or however you fucking say that word. So it's got more viscosity, or I don't know, however you pronounce it. So I almost find that my it tends to not absorb as quick. But so I found it's better if I pin in the mornings, and then, you know, I'm walking around on it all day, so I'm kind of like getting blood through my legs, versus when I pin at night, it's almost like I pin and then I go lay in bed. So I'm just laying in bed, and I'm not getting any blood flowing into my legs. So then it's like it doesn't absorb as well, because it's got more viscosity to it, or whatever. You guys probably know what I'm saying. C it's more like, it's less synthetic than E, so it, like, when you inject it, it goes in a lot smoother, faster. It doesn't, you know, with E, it's like you're fucking pressing down on it for a while for it to inject, but your muscles absorb it a lot easier, I feel like. But I also think it differs from person to person. Some people like E, some people like C. C was just in stock, so that's what I got this time. And I find I got a pin in the morning so that I can, you know, get blood in my legs all day, walk around on it, and it's not really swollen right now. Just gonna put an ice pack on it just to kind of help the process. I feel it kind of helps if walk around on it all day long, I don't get any sort of swelling, and then I put an ice pack on wherever I pin, just for that extra, like, okay, you know, ease it a little bit, kind of work it a little bit. I don't know, I find it helps. But yeah, for me, C, can't pin at night. For me, E, I could pin at night all day long, didn't have any problems with it, body absorbed it really well. But C, I gotta do it in the morning, walk around on it all day, and the blood kind of flows and gets it, you know, pushed around, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna eat some dinner and hit the hay, guys. So peace out. I'll see you guys for back and hamstrings tomorrow.